Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Chris Maloney back with you for another edition of CWN Predicts WWE SummerSlam 2021 live tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. on the WB Network as well as Peacock. And it's been a while, and I had to, when I was setting this thing up right now, I had to kind of figure out how to do things again. But the format for StreamYard's changed a little bit, the layout of it, so to speak. But it's crisp. I'll tell you that. It's a lot neater and tidier. And I'll tell you this week I was on vacation, which is absolutely nice. And I was in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada on, when was it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I got to see Niagara on the Lake, got to see Wayne Gretzky's wine and where he makes his whiskey and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool. So nice vacation, a little bit different. Niagara Falls, Ontario, not the same as it was prior to COVID, obviously, but take a little bit of time to get used to. Obviously, it was weird going to the casino and wearing a mask, and all the policies and procedures still existing, but we're getting through it. And in saying that, full houses on TV shows as far as wrestling goes right now. Independent scene is coming back. If you watched wrestling last night, Smackdown as well as AEW Rampage, holy crap! What a night to be a wrestling fan. I tell you that, but it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. I tell you that right there. And then tonight, SummerSlam, which is unique because SummerSlam on a Saturday. And then NXT TakeOver 36 taking place tomorrow. But like I said, SummerSlam on a Saturday, it's a different feel to it. But it's still a massive weekend of wrestling, including last night. ROH as well as Impact Wrestling was about as well. But this is the CWN Predicts WWE SummerSlam 2021 show for you guys. And thank you very much if you're watching the premiere, listening to the premiere. But we'll be doing another one for NXT TakeOver 36, where you'll see tomorrow launch. But like I said, SummerSlam is tonight. So officially, WWE SummerSlam 2021 taking place live tonight, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, 8 p.m. on Peacock and the WWE Network. Kickoff at 7 o'clock p.m. on Peacock social media and the WWE Network. And it's going to be neat to see a full house again for pay-per-view. We haven't been privileged to see that, this big of a crowd since WrestleMania, obviously. But anyways, 10 huge matches taking place tonight. It's going to be one heck of a show. I see some surprises as well. That I definitely can see taking place. I predicted the John Cena thing, the last prediction show I had done, which was kind of cool. And I'm going to make another prediction tonight as well. But I'll go through the card right here. No kickoff matches announced officially yet. But like I said, 10 big matches announced for SummerSlam. So match number 1, Alexa Bliss taking on the one and only Eva Marie with Dewdrop in her corner. They're calling it the Evolution, taking on the Lilylution, so to speak. What did they do with this? Basically, you've got Eva Marie being Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss, who's become a huge face, all of a sudden making fun of the Eva Marie character. So I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Alexa Bliss deserves to be in that title hunt. Money in the Bank, I predicted, she was one of the top girls that should have won that briefcase. She has in the past, but I still see championship in her future once again, especially with this character. It's all about the merchandise, all about, everything WWE can basically make money off of. And this character to me is money. Alexa Bliss, in the beginning, it was unique because she was with Bray Wyatt, and now she's busted out on her own, and she's got the Lily by her side. Eva Marie with Dewdrop. Do we see Dewdrop turn on Eva Marie? That would be incredible to see as well. But I'm going to say Alexa Bliss for the win in this one. Not exactly sure how they're going to do it, but it's going to be a cool showing in front of all those fans tonight. So I'm going to say Alexa Bliss for the win. Hopefully we see her win the championship, the Raw Women's Championship, before the end of the year. I think that would be cool there. Speaking of championships, match number 2, two guys who could be easily in the title hunt. I might have been the only Jinder Mahal fan when he actually beat our Randy Orton, for the WB Championship there. But with that being said, I got to say, Jinder Mahal taking on Drew McIntyre tonight. It's a feud I've been wanting to see for a while. You might as well have Heath Slater be a special guest referee if he could, but he's unfortunately part of Impact Wrestling, and not in a bad way. I'm just saying he can't be part of the show tonight, but it would be cool to see 3MB, to in the ring at SummerSlam. But Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal. Like I said, I might have been the only Jinder Mahal fan when he had the championship. But what do you do with Drew McIntyre at this point? He lost clean to Bobby Lashley. He hasn't been able to win back that championship, and since losing it to the Miz. So what do you do? How do you put him back into the title picture? And with that being said, he's one of their monsters. He basically looks like a superstar, sells himself like a superstar, and it's not sure yet on the new gimmick with the sword and the sword in the stone, so to speak. But I'll say this: I miss the Drew McIntyre, the whole black attire coming out, beating somebody up, and then that's it for the night, and then just being a champion. But with all the rambling, I'm going to say, as much as I want to see Jinder Mahal pull this one off, I don't think he is. Veer and Shanky, I haven't seen anything with regards to them being barred from ringside, so we'll expect them to play interference. But I got to say Drew McIntyre for the win there and push him through to the championship picture as well. Edge taking on Seth Rollins in the next match. This here is going to be interesting because you've got Seth Rollins, as multi-talented as he is, but when you think about it, and the way they played the storyline up, he's almost like a similar version to Edge, as Edge calls him Edge Light. But when you look at their histories, even their builds, the dominance that Edge had with Christian, Seth Rollins had with the Shield, then breaking through as breakout stars, single stars on their own. This one here might be match of the night. It all depends on if and how Edge can go. In saying that, if his cardio is up, if he's able to match, go toe to toe with Seth Rollins, it could be potentially match of the night here. Either way you look at it, what do you do with the Edge character? He lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It's will he win another championship before he's done? Send him over to Raw maybe, but SmackDown, with the way it's playing out there with regards to Roman Reigns, the storyline, the bloodline, so to speak. The rumored match, even that I've talked about on this show, CWN Predicts, with regards to Roman Reigns taking on The Rock for WrestleMania next year. Basically, Edge is not going to win the championship over there on SmackDown. That being said, keep Seth Rollins strong, because basically Roman Reigns is going to need somebody to feud with, somebody to fight with. So that being said, as much as I love Edge and as much as I'm biased because I'm Canadian, I'm going to say this. And as I'm rocking the SummerSlam 2019 t-shirt, by the way, where Edge made his official return and speared Elias that night, and I marked out, I'm going to say tonight, 2021 is not his night. I'm going to say Seth Rollins for the win in this one there. Match number 4 of the night, Raw Tag Team Championship match, AJ Styles and Omos taking on RK Bro. It's interesting, but, do we see AJ Styles and Omos break up in this one? If we do, put AJ Styles in the title picture as well. So RK Bro, they've got so much fuel, so much fan support behind them. Randy Orton is, has had an amazing career. He could do a singles run as well easily. Hence the fact that John Cena's back. But you know what? Give them the chance. Have them let them win at SummerSlam. And RK Bro as new tag team champions here. I don't know how they're going to do it. You beat AJ Styles. I mean, you've got Randy Orton, who he's feuded with at WrestleMania. And but do you knock out the Giant, or do you basically just have it so they're too quick for Omos? I don't want to see Omos lose as far as taking the loss goes. So it's AJ Styles taking the loss. I'm going to say Riddle maybe gets the big hype, the RK, the RKO on AJ Styles there. But I can say RK Bro for the win. AJ Styles takes the loss, and we have new champions there. Match number 5 of the night, SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. We've got Sheamus as champion taking on, where are we here? Oh, wait, SmackDown. Sorry, I skipped a match. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. My apologies. The Usos as champs taking on the Mysterios. Mysterios, you know what? I was going to say maybe give them another moment at SummerSlam, but the way it played out last night on SmackDown, the Usos looked strong. There was a little bit of dissension between Rey and Dominic. There's been talk for a while about when is Dominic going to turn on Rey Mysterio. I think tonight could be the night. With that being said, the Usos to retain, and I'm gonna call an audible. I'm gonna say Dominic Mysterio turns on his father, and we're left to wait until SmackDown to see how that plays out. I'm going to say Dominic Mysterio heel turn, and the Usos to retain as champs, and the bloodline remains strong there. Match number 6 of the night, United States Championship match, Sheamus taking on Damian Priest. This, to me, as much as I love Sheamus, it's Damian Priest's time. So expect a short, quick match between these two guys there. I'm going to say Damian Priest for the win. Damian Priest as new champion there. Match number 7 tonight, triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. This is where it gets interesting. So I talk about Dominic Mysterio's heel turn. That is prediction number 1. This is a prediction show. So on top of the matches, I'm making predictions as far as what's going to take place. Dominic Mysterio heel turn. Triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. We got Nikki ASH taking on Rhea Ripley, taking on Charlotte Flair. Triple threat match. There are no DQs. With that being said, expect Becky Lynch to come back tonight to cause havoc for Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair doesn't win the championship, but do they keep it on Nikki ASH or they put it on Rhea Ripley? I don't want to see Nikki ASH as transitional champion, but with that being said, I want to see Rhea Ripley with that title, for 6 months to a year, build her up the same way they did Sasha Banks, build her up the same way they did with Bayley. You know what I mean? But I got to say this. I got to say Rhea Ripley topples Nikki ASH tonight for the win. And Charlotte Flair gets taken out by Becky Lynch in the match there. So originally I thought maybe at the end of the match, Charlotte Flair would win. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, Becky would come out post-match. But I'm going to say Becky interferes in the match. So that's my prediction there. Either way you look at it, Becky Lynch is coming back tonight in front of a full house down there in Vegas. And it's going to be pretty cool. Seth Rollins for the win in his match, and then Becky Lynch, his wife, making her return tonight officially. It's going to be a pretty cool moment. Pretty cool moments are existing. I tell you this, from last night, CM Punk to Becky Lynch tonight. It's a good weekend to be a wrestling fan. Match number 8, SmackDown Women's Championship match, Bianca Belair taking on Sasha Banks. You can't put the title on Bianca Belair the way they did at WrestleMania and have her lose it within months. Keep her as a strong champion. She's a young women's champion, all the potential in the world. She's got a fan base already. She's got a good gimmick. Sasha Banks winning that championship makes no sense to take it off of Bianca Belair and flip flop, so to speak. They're titling, labeling this Belair Banks 2. I could easily want to see this go into 19, 20, 21 matches between the two of them for the championship. But that match at Mania, was great. ESPN award, obviously, between the two ladies there. But big fan of Bianca Belair, and I'm loving the gimmick, loving her being champion, and keep the title on her. So Bianca Belair for the win in this one there. Match number 9, semi-main event WWE Championship match. The almighty Bobby Lashley with MVP as champ taking on Goldberg. Goldberg, came out and said he's got a few matches left on his contract, this being one of them there. SummerSlam 2019, there's the reference once again. He fought Dolph Ziggler. It was an amazing night for Goldberg that night. It was comical. It was pretty cool for me as a wrestling fan to get to see him and Brock Lesnar the same night, at SummerSlam there in Toronto. But Bobby Lashley needs competition. Bobby Lashley needs competitors, but he is the almighty. And even way back to WrestleMania, when I was thinking, Lashley, give the title back to McIntyre when he basically beat McIntyre at WrestleMania clean. To me, it was I believed in the almighty character, the Hurt Business, so to speak, and the way he's carried himself as champion. He's long overdue for being that champ. I watched his interview with Austin on Broken Skull Sessions, and to me, I'm a fan of Bobby Lashley, who he is today, how he carries himself as a champion. And as much as Goldberg was the man back in the day, it's not his day today. And I'm going to say tonight, Bobby Lashley retains against Goldberg and solidifies himself as a superstar. Not that he already isn't, but he's definitely going to solidify himself tonight as a superstar there. Then we go to the main event, Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns as champ. The head of the table with Paul Heyman taking on the one and only John Cena. Such an interesting match. John Cena wins. He's basically broken the record for number of world championships. He goes to 17. Roman Reigns wins, and he has beaten John Cena as Universal Champion. So Reigns came out yesterday on Smackdown, basically said, look, if he loses the title to John Cena, he no longer wants to be part of the WWE. Obviously storyline going on there. To me, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, you book Roman Reigns strong and solid to the point that he's got this unbreakable ego. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, The Rock comes out, sets up their match at Survivor Series, sets up their match at, Royal Rumble. I almost said WrestleMania, but WrestleMania, Rock, Roman Reigns, you got to keep Roman Reigns strong, but you got to keep feeding him until WrestleMania happens next year. With that being said, do we see the surprise return of The Rock tonight? That would be a cool moment as well, setting that up. But to me, Seth Rollins is going to be part of that championship picture, fighting Roman Reigns sometime in the next couple of months. That would be a pretty cool moment. I expect, like I said, 100% Becky Lynch to come back tonight. But could we see The Rock in Las Vegas? That would be pretty damn cool as well. There's Roman Reigns beat John Cena, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's just unbeatable. And do we see another return, much like Cena had done with Roman Reigns at the end of that Edge match there? That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. 50-50. You know what? If I were to make a decision, I got to say no. I got to say it's not tonight. I got to say Survivor Series. I got to say it's too far away tonight. He hasn't. Don't get me wrong. Roman Reigns has beaten the best so far, but I got to say this. I got to say his moment will come where he's in that ring celebrating the same way he was when John Cena came back. I'm going to say Survivor Series officially we see the return of The Rock. But it's going to be a heck of a match anyways, because you got basically the ego of Roman Reigns taking on 16-time world champion John Cena. With that being said, everything being said, Roman Reigns walks out tonight as champion. And where we see John Cena go from here, I don't know. Maybe he heads over to Raw, whatever the case may be. Maybe he goes down to NXT. That would be cool as well, but not likely. But I got to say Roman Reigns to retain there, guys. So 10 big matches, like I said, taking place. Any other predictions you'll see on the YouTube channel just underneath in the comments section as WWE announces any kind of more matches. Like I said, nothing officially announced for the kickoff yet. But if I were to take a shot, it'd be one of the two championship matches for the tag team titles, or Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie on the kickoff show there if they don't add any more matches. But 10 big matches taking place tonight. And like I said, rundown once again, Alexa Bliss for the win, Drew McIntyre for the win, Seth Rollins for the win, RK Bro for the win to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions, the Usos for the win, Mysterio's breakup because Dominic makes a heel turn, Damian Priest as new United States champion, Rhea Ripley as new Raw Women's Champion. We see the return of Becky Lynch in that match there. Bianca Belair to retain, the almighty Bobby Lashley to retain, and then Roman Reigns as well to retain there, guys. So WWE SummerSlam 2021, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, live tonight, 8 o'clock p.m., Peacock WWE Network. Kickoff at 7 o'clock p.m., Peacock, social media, and the WWE Network as well. Ultimate SummerSlam matches taking place live today, 5 p.m. on YouTube. I think WWE Network as well. 5 o'clock as well today. Top 10 WWE SummerSlam Canadian matches of all time. I've been doing them for 9 days straight. Today is the 10th. Today I launched number 1. So the number 1 Canadian match of all time in my books. 5 o'clock today on CWNonline.ca. As well as CWNonline.ca, you can check out the hashtag SummerSlam at the very top. Check out all the matches there. Check out every kind of media article that's launched since SummerSlam has officially been announced. There's a lot of stuff there. And at one point in time, Slam Wrestling had come out with an article saying SummerSlam moving back to the WWE Thunderdome. Obviously, that's not taking place. But anyways, it was a possibility. When you read the article, it was kind of like, holy crap, we're doing this again. But nope, they've avoided it. They are going to Vegas. Apparently, I think it's 45,000 people tonight in Vegas for SummerSlam. And there is a mask policy in effect from the last time I had read that might have changed. But you can check out, like I said, hashtag SummerSlam at the very top of CWNonline.ca. And like I said, number 1 Canadian match of all time in SummerSlam history launching today, 5 o'clock p.m. as well on cwnonline.ca. As always, guys, check me out at Chris Maloney CWN on social media. It's been fun. It's been nice to be back. The prediction shows, I think you'll always see the recap shows. SummerSlam, if I'm not too tired and it doesn't get off the air too, if it's not too long of a show tonight, maybe you'll see a recap show tonight. But I can tell you this: NXT Takeover 36, you'll see a prediction show tomorrow launch. They'll be on YouTube as well as Facebook. And CWN Live is still in the works, replacing CWN Weekly. Just a matter of time when I bring it back, but it's still there. It's still in the works, and I miss doing the weekly podcast. In this case, the bi-weekly, the monthly podcast to talk about stuff like AEW last night. But guys, enjoy SummerSlam tonight on the WWE Network as well as Peacock. If you see the recap, it means I'm not feeling my age or the show ended early enough for me to get back online. But guys, enjoy the show tonight. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow officially with regards to NXT TakeOver 36. So thanks for watching and listening, and take care. And I'll talk to everybody again sometime soon.